How's it going, everyone? So we're gonna address the point two patch. We're gonna address the elephant in the room. So what I wanted to do before I even put a review out, a lot of people put out review the first day, even before the point two hotfix went out, where they nerfed a lot of the enemy health down 25% in some cases. I wanted to do a review after that. I wanted to get the full experience. I wanted to get at least three different classes, three different characters and builds to at least Act 3. At least three of them, just to feel what the difference was, how different builds went. I ran a warrior, I ran a obviously the huntress, and then I ran a witch running minions. My warrior was high in stun damage. Surprisingly, the shield charge was doing damage with my warrior, so I kept doing that high stun and doing the shield slam. I was just nuking bosses, I would say, faster than I thought in this patch will happen. So that was my fastest class getting to Act 3. The second was my Huntress, and the third was my minion build with my Witch. I don't know, the Witch felt not good with bosses. Mobs was okay. Mobs was probably my second best. I think my third worst was probably with mobs was my Huntress. She also wasn't the best with bosses. I just didn't know what kind of build to be with her. I was like, blood isn't really benefiting me. I think if I was like a bleed build with a warrior and I had the spear, I think I would do work, because a lot of the blood nodes are underneath the talent tree of the warrior, and it'll be a lot less to spec and to get stronger that way than to really push it with my huntress. Even though she has a lot of bleed builds, there's not a lot of bleed nodes like in her like sector. I have to like shift all the way just to go to the warrior just to get like some benefits from it. So I went lightning build, and that was working. I also did like the slowing down mechanics, so I actually slowed down these super fast characters. Since we can't kill them fast enough, we can really feel the speed of these enemies coming towards us. It was something else. Like, you guys can see me attacking this boss right here. This went a little longer than expected. I'm fine with bosses taking a little bit of time. We don't have to nuke them down. But the only thing that I have a grudge against is like white mobs taking so long. Even like say magic mobs taking longer than this feel like bullet sponges to me. It doesn't feel like real life to me. I can understand bosses taking them on because it's a boss. But if I see a skeleton that's a magic skeleton and he's taking a bunch of hits just to die, that doesn't feel rewarding. That doesn't really appease to like the power fantasy. It's a freaking skeleton. Why is he taking so many hits? But yeah, I got three classes to Act 3. The warrior felt the best for me. The minion build, even though I was specking all into minions, minion damage, it did not reward. Even I had a scepter that was like plus 50% to damage. And I had a unique helmet that was plus another like plus 50% to damage. I just wonder if I didn't have those, how longer it would have took me to get here. I believe that GGG and the approach they want to take Path of Exile too. I was hoping they wouldn't take the Diablo 4 route, where Diablo 4, after the first like 2-3 weeks of release, they nerfed everything to the ground. Everything that was like viable, everything that was fun, they just chopped the legs off. And I don't think D4 recovered since. POE2 is in early access. They could experiment with things. They could really hear the feedback from the players. Hopefully they don't get stuck in their ways where like, we want this game to feel like this, and then the players are like, but we don't like this. And hopefully they don't like stick to their guns. Maybe they could meet in the middle with appeasing the fans, because at the end of the day, you're making this game for people. You're making this game for fans. You're making it for the players. You're making it for them. So if they don't want to play your game, how are you gonna like? How's your business gonna go? How is Path of Exile 2 gonna like go from here? You need players to play. You need economy to grow. You need people actually wanting to play this game, have that power fantasy. So in the first day, a lot of people were pissed off because this game was neutered. It was slowed down. I didn't really feel it too much because maybe the Huntress was stronger than I thought, but it was definitely slower. It was definitely slower pace, and I could tell when I hit some white mobs, like it took me longer. The combos I had to use just to like get some benefits for damage didn't really have a payout for me. I just thought like maybe I'm just sucking right now. I don't know why it's a new class. I'm trying to figure it out. Maybe I'm just not optimized the best I could be. But when I went back and played my minion build, and I really felt like, wow, okay, now I see why people are up in arms about this. I just hope that what they do with this game is they listen to the players. They listen to the feedback. I've heard in the past they definitely listen. Don't cut off the power fans. I know they don't want people blasting. I know they're trying to nuke these builds, but they got to understand that people want to have fun. And that doesn't mean that you have to two tap everything or just 2 second kill a boss. Maybe make bosses health a little longer and just make the journey getting there to those boss battles more fun. Because like struggling with magic enemies, struggling with like unique or rare enemies, just like I said, skeletons taking a long time to kill just because it has like a magic label or like a rare label on it. It shouldn't take that long. And I found out there was a lot more of them on the maps that I was playing. I don't know if they were always there and I was just able to nuke them down quick, but I felt like they were there more often. So I don't know if they added them more. I don't know. I don't know. I'm having fun with the game. It's pretty surprising. I probably won't proceed much longer with my Huntress. I'll probably or my Sorcerer. I'm probably just gonna do Warrior build, which is crazy to think about. Playing a Warrior and enjoying my gameplay, even though I have to do a bunch of mechanics, I just feel like the payoff from doing like combos and like stringing things together feels much better than my Huntress. And it feels much better than seeing my minions just collapse to boss hits and taking forever to kill the boss. That's all I gotta say. It's crazy. It's crazy to see how overpowered or how strong the witch was compared to now. And like seeing all the nerfs where like I'm able to do my flame walls and I can see my minion fireball heads just pop up. There used to be like 4 or 5 or 6 of them, and now there's just like 3. It's like, oh man, it's like that now. I don't know. We'll see how they address this. We'll see how they pivot from this. See if they're gonna double down or they're gonna listen to the players, because ultimately players are what you want. You want to keep players happy. Do not be like D4. Don't say this is our game, we're gonna have it our way. You're not gonna have fun. And what happened to D4? They've been trying to, once the player count started dwindling, they're like, oh shit, we lost them. We might not get them back because we were too stuck in our ways. I know they don't want this game to be like POE1. It doesn't have to be. But that doesn't mean you don't have to neuter every single viable like class or skill. That's my rant on the .2 update. It's definitely different. I'm having a fun time with my Warrior. Not so much with my Witch. Not so much with the Huntress. She just has to do too much just for too little, I feel like. And I feel like the Spear could be much stronger in a Warrior's hands. So I don't know. Maybe there's another weapon that could feel stronger in the Huntress's hands. Maybe a bow, since it's like the same skill tree. But yeah. All right, guys. Love you to pieces. Thank you. Let me know what you guys think about the .2 update. Are you having fun? Are you liking it? Are you disliking it? Tell me why you dislike it in the comments below. Tell me why you like it in the comments below. Love you guys. Have fun gaming. A lot more games coming out this month, so a lot more options. I'm really looking forward to No Rest for the Wicked. I'll probably get it on console or I'll try it on my PC first. But every time I boot up that game, my PC just goes, like it has to work overdrive. I do not know why. I don't know what the performance is like for that game for my PC. They're just not gelling. All right, guys, love you to pieces. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up. Give a subscribe if you enjoyed it. That was just my little rant about .2. It's like I said. Hopefully they don't go down the D4 route. It's still in early access. We still have 5 more characters to see this, so there's a lot more room to change and to pivot and change things. It's not like D4 where the game was actually released. It was in its final version. Even though it didn't feel like its final version, I feel like they just kind of rushed it out, and then along the way they were like fixing things and changing things. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Make POE2 great again. I don't really see them reverting back to how things were, but they should buff things. Maybe they should make things less tanky. Maybe buff things up a bit. Maybe push things up. We'll see in the coming weeks how things go. All right, guys. Love you to pieces. Stay rising. Until next time. Peace. Let's go.